Hi, Ms. Rivera. It's good to finally meet you in person. As we had discussed, this is an opportunity for me to learn about Simon and how we can best support your family. Do you have a time limit today?
Yes, my kids will be coming off the bus in about an hour and a half, so we need to be finished before then.
Okay, well, how about we plan to talk for about an hour, then whatever we don't finish up today, we can always pick it up next time. Before I start asking you a bunch of questions, do you have anything specific you want to discuss first?
Honestly, I just want to get to the bottom of what's going on with Simon. I just want to get him the help that he needs so we have my family back.
My hope in this conversation, we can learn more about Simon's needs, behaviors, and any changes that have been going on. From there, we can build a plan of support and services that will best meet his needs. So, why don't we start with you telling me more about your family?
Well, of course, you know about Simon, my son, and I have a daughter, Emmy, who's 10. And then there's my youngest, Adam, who is 8. He's the most easiest going child. Thank goodness there's an easy one. My husband, Paul, we've been married 15 years now. So it's the 5 of us. We're quite the team.
That's great to hear. I love how you talk about your family as a team. How has Simon's latest needs impacted your family?
We've always been a close unit, especially as a family. And when the kids were really little, we used to make jokes about being Team Rivera because those 3 were quite a handful together. The 3 Musketeers. Good memories. But things are different now. We all get along okay most of the time until we have issues. Like Simon's little sister, Emmy.
Simon, why would you do that?
She gets very angry at Simon about chores. It's just hard for Emmy to understand why Simon can't do some chores. She thinks it's unfair. I just try to explain that everyone has things that they're great at and other things we may need to help each other with. I had hoped she could work through this, but she can't seem to let it go. Like sometimes she gets so angry, Emmy gets very aggressive and mean to Simon. It's causing some tension between all of us.
When Emmy is mean to Simon, how does he react?
He takes it really hard. He cries or shuts himself in his room.
Are things hard between Emmy and Simon all the time or just about chores?
It feels like it's happening more often lately for some reason. Almost every day there's some sort of disagreement. I try to head it off before it gets to a full-scale blow-up.
What does a full-scale blow-up look like?
Emmy will scream at Simon and get in his face. He gets so frustrated that sometimes he loses control and shoves Emmy. It's a struggle because I know that Emmy's the instigator. And Simon is working really hard to control his anger. I try my best to keep an eye on them, but sometimes I'm not close enough to hear it starting to boil. Adam is usually the one who comes running to let me know that Simon and Emmy are fighting. Adam, always the peacemaker. He tries to make jokes or do silly things to try to distract the 2 of them. But that only works now and again. And I don't want Adam to have that kind of responsibility.
Sibling relationships can be hard to manage. It sounds like you're doing your best to manage it all. Have any of the kids gotten hurt during any of their fights?
Emmy is a brute, and Simon is built differently, more sensitive. When Simon shoved Emmy, she barely reacted. I think that really frustrated Simon, too.
Do you have other family members, friends, or community resources that you lean on for help with the kids?
I have a few friends, but I don't really talk to them about things like this. I don't want to burden anyone. My family lives out of town, so they can't really help much. And my husband is constantly traveling for his job, so I can only bother him so much.
It sounds like you don't have many people you can turn to for support right now. That's really important for us to know because having that network is crucial for both your well-being and Simon's. Many parents and caregivers in these situations, they explain how they're just overwhelmed with stress.
It's been really hard. And I've tried to get through to him, but I feel like it's not working. And He seems especially agitated after school. I've tried different strategies, but nothing seems to work. And it's wearing me down so much that I feel like I'm failing him.
It sounds like you're doing so much, but the situation is taking a toll on you. It's very clear to me that you really care about your children.
Thank you for saying that. That really means a lot. I sometimes feel like I'm not doing enough.
Let's talk a little bit more about Simon in school.
I'm so worried about what's happening there since I'm not there with him.
How does Simon get along with other kids at school?
He has a few friends, but his teacher just let me know that he's been more withdrawn lately. He used to have friends over all the time, but now he prefers to be alone. I don't know what's the change.
And his schoolwork?
His grades are okay, but his teacher said he seems distracted lately. He isn't turning in all of his homework either. It's frustrating because I know he's capable of doing better. It's been tough. He seems to have a short fuse lately, and little things will set him off. And he'll either just lash out or have a meltdown and shut down completely. It's hard to know how to help him in those moments. I just want him to be happy and feel like himself again. It breaks my heart because he used to be outside for hours just playing soccer by himself or with friends, and now he just prefers to be alone, sitting in his room. I will take any suggestions or guidance on how to handle Simon. But I don't want Emmy and Adam to feel neglected with all of this going on too. Because my kids are good kids, all three of them. I just need help figuring out how to manage how to handle Simon. You know, it's like on those good days when Simon's in a good place and Emmy and him aren't getting into it. It's like having Team Rivera back. I miss seeing them happy like they used to be.
Our next step is to identify supports and intervention that can make a positive difference for him. We'll work together to create a plan that addresses all these concerns. We're here to help with Simon's care, also lighten the load and support you where we can as well. May I ask you, have the needs around Simon's care or providing for your family created any financial stresses?
We're financially okay for the most part, but it's all the extra things, like therapy costs and school supplies. It's all starting to add up. I am a little worried about that.
We can explore resources to help ease some of those financial burdens, like funding for services or community support. It's important that you feel secure financially as you focus on supporting Simon.
That's very helpful. I hadn't thought to look into those options.
Based on what you've shared, it sounds like you're dealing with a lot of emotional stress, and you can use more social and financial support. We'll work together to address these areas and make sure you have the resources you need.
I appreciate that. It's comforting to know that I'm not going through this alone.
You're definitely not alone. We'll keep checking in and make sure we create a plan that works for both Simon and you.
Thank you so much for all of your help.
You're welcome. I will go back and pull together a list of resources and other supports that might be helpful. How about we talk again next week when I come to visit with Simon?
Yes, that sounds good.
So that would be next Wednesday at 3 for you and me to meet, and then 3:30 to meet with Simon. Good?
Yes, thank you.